Hello and welcome to Chump McDuck's fairly new water tanks player, and I'm starting up a YouTube channel with a slight difference to what you're used to. Generally what you see with YouTube channels with water tanks is a lot of very experienced players giving out all sorts of tips and advice and reviews, and information is generally treated as gospel. In this case, I'm a pretty bog standard average player with glimmers of brilliance, and what I'm probably looking for more here is a forum where we can discuss ideas, tactics, see where I went wrong. Heck, you can even rage at me and I'll rage back. If you've played with me in game, you'll know that I generally wear my heart on my sleeve, and if you rage at me, I'll rage back. I like to work hard, I also like to play hard, so all in good fun of course. So let's get cracking. The game I'm showing you today is a game I made a while ago with the wonderful and glorious Hellcat. It's my only 8-kill game to date, and it's a game that I have affectionately dubbed The Spot. Now the Spot is located at K3, up on the highest point of the map, and you might be thinking, Chump McDuck, that is a extremely noob thing to do, and you know what, you're probably right. So this is where I come in, and we have a bit of a talk about maybe what I should have done better, and if you've got some ideas, heck, let me know. Having said that, this was an 8-kill game, so I mean, I've done a lot of things wrong. I may have, but we'll see how it goes as we play on. Now, what you can see here is, as you will notice, is I'm generally using my teammates' spotting abilities to make the most of the situation, and a lot of the enemies that I killed today would definitely not have been in the view range at all, would not have been able to in fact see me. Most probably the first 6 will be the ones that'll come down to that.
First blood.
Now you may note, guys, I have a couple of modifications set up here. Now whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, again, open for discussion. But you can see, if you are familiar with it, I'm using Aslan's XVM mod, which looks at the stats of each individual player, generally ranks them by colour, how efficient they are, and the damage ratio is what's noted on the end of the columns, is effectively how good each player is with that particular tank. Victim number 1, well, I wouldn't say victim number 1, he doesn't get killed, but he kicks off my day with a decent hit there. Now, I will skip this forward a little bit, because there isn't a whole lot of action. So we'll move this one forward a little bit. Try and eye off the Churchill over here, but I eventually take notice of the Stug that I see on the map. And Stug, if I'm not mistaken, becomes victim number 1.
They're knocked out.
A simple mop-up, 499 meters away, as you can see there by the reticle. Come on, Mr. Stewart, out you come. Attaboy. Alrighty. So what you can see here, guys, is that the other teammates are really doing the spotting work for me, and the job I've taken on board is to effectively mop up anything that's, well, anyone that sticks themselves out in the open. You may consider this, well, cowardly or whatnot, but you must remember, check my notes here, my Hellcat has precisely 12mm of armour on the hull, which pretty much makes it, out of all the tanks that are on my team, the weakest tank in terms of armour. So you can understand my trepidation of attacking the front line.
Enemy armor is damaged.
But what the Hellcat does have is a gun which reloads in under 7 seconds and does 240 damage and 160 pen. Now, I do have gold shells, but in this game I don't use them. As you can see though, the penetration raises to 243 when you use gold shells. It's quite a boost, in fact, relative to certain other weaponry, where the gold shells only give you a very minimal increase. It's the top gun for the Hellcat, by the way, guys. Now ARL becomes victim number 4, I believe here. Just some sloppy shooting from me, actually. Causes me to not get him earlier. I get a bit excited here and miss my first shot. Now my second shot, I even thought at the time that might be aiming a bit low, but I still took the shot anyway. I was fortunate the ARL didn't really know where I am. As you can see, his view range is 350 metres. He's 375 metres away. Unfortunately, doesn't know what's shooting at him.
5-minute warning.
The voices you might note there are also from Aslan's mod pack. Anyone who's played a bit of Unreal Tournament will recognise them. Not only are they, I think, a bit of fun added to the game, but you know what? They're useful as well. Yes, the multi-kills, monster kills, that's all awesome. There you go, there's one there. There's even a sound for ram kill. There's even a avenged if one of your platoon mate dies and you kill the person who killed your platoon mate. But the most informative part of it, particularly in a game like this, where it is strictly time limited, is the warnings it gives you, the audio time warnings. It tells you when there's 5 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, 1 minute to go, and then does a countdown from 5 seconds, 30 seconds, and then a countdown from 5. So I believe I nail this AMX. Get my top gun nice and early. Monster kill. Love it. Love it. That takes me back. Now, this is where the 48% really kicks in. You can see here that I make a decision to head down, and I don't remember why, but halfway down I decide to, no, I'm going to go back to the spot and snipe. Now, this, I suppose, is where I've progressed in terms of tactics. I realise that this simply wouldn't have been a good option to do, and really I was just wasting time here. But I do eventually learn my lesson not to go back to the well more than once. It takes me 3/4 of the way up the hill to learn this lesson though. Compliment for my team, because that's right, they have been spotting absolutely brilliantly. So now I make the decision effectively to, you know what, let's go and join the mop-up. See the Lee, the Su-85, the T-34 are all starting to make movements towards a mop-up situation. I think at 11 to 5 you probably have earned the right to do that, particularly with 3 minutes to go. So I move on down to support the Jackson and the T-34. Now, Type 38 coming into shot here. This is another instance of, like I said, I'm a very average player and make very average mistakes. And I think you'll see about 3 or 4 of them in a row here, which is actually fortunate to keep me alive. Now, first thing I do, I run across open field, straight into the gun sights of the Type 58.
Target acquired.
Secondly, I fire at him on the run. Thirdly, I proxy spot, which in effect actually reveals my location to set artillery. Dumb move. Artillery misses me here, luckily, and of course I get silly and sit still. Now lucky for me the Type 58 had tunnel vision, but I probably would have been toasted by him otherwise. Another arty shot misses me, and we make our way off to get the arty and finish up the game. So look, more than anything I realised it was a bit of luck the last couple of moments of the game here. Now the M3 Lee was odds on to get this kill, but unfortunately I think he got surprised by the AMX here. I sympathise, the Lee is a horrible tank, and he probably couldn't turn his guns on him quickly. But lucky for me, the AMX had fired, it gave me all the time in the world I needed to line him up, and thanks for coming. So really that's it. This is my first one I'm putting up. It's going to be raw. I'm going to sound like complete shit compared to a lot of people out there. My production values consist of a headset. So listen, thanks for watching, and I hope you put some comments down the bottom, give me some feedback, and we'll bring out some more very, very soon. Thank you for your time.